4. Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, right now I'm behind my house in Naples, Florida, and I'm working one of my favorite lures of all times. And tell you, this last couple weeks, we've really had a big bite on this Spro popping frog, and I just want to tell you how effective it's been. We've taken a couple 10-pound fish, a couple 9-pound fish on both Lake Okeechobee and on Headwaters Lake, and it's just been fantastic. That's the Spro 60 popper, and the black is the color that's been so good. And I was in on that really great fishing a couple weeks ago when my son Scott and Hilary, my granddaughter, they caught almost 30 pounds of bass, and they still didn't even make the money. They didn't make the top 20. And I went down the next couple days and I did some film work. Well, anyway, that whole week after I went to Headwaters Lake, and the Headwaters Lake was just as good. I caught another 10-pounder at Headwaters on the Spro Frog. In fact, one day, and I might have mentioned it last week, we were trying to get some bait because about noon we hadn't caught a whole lot of big fish, and we took the Spro Frog right at 12 o'clock noon. I threw some chum out, and the guy with me from California made a little short cast like that, and right here by the boat, this close to the boat, he caught a 9.85. It was almost almost a 10-pound bass. It was 9.85. It was 9 pounds 14 ounces of it. But he caught it on a Spro Frog, middle of the day, bright sun, wind was blowing, everything was wrong. It was really crazy. Well, okay, first of all, let me just tell you what happened this week on the Spro Frog. I went out the other day with the guy by the name of Eric Meyer, and this was just 2 days ago. And I said, Eric, we're going to start off with the Spro Frog. We're going to start off early in the morning, and we got out there at before 6 o'clock out on Headwaters, and the sun's not even come up yet. It's still dark. We took the frog, and right off the bat, Eric catches one about 4 pounds, just making a cast over to some hydrilla. And bam, he catches 4 pounds. Oh, that's a good start. I throw over there, I missed one about 4 or 5 pounds. And so we catch another one 4 or 5 pounds. In just a few minutes, we'd catch 3 or 4 nice big bass, 4 or 5 pounds. Anyway, we were expecting a really great bite. Well, it went on and on and on. And Eric, he was the owner and the operator of the Outdoor News magazine out of Minnesota. And I'm not sure if that's exactly the right word, but I think it's the Outdoor News magazine. Anyway, he wanted a cover shot. He said, I want a big giant bass for the cover because I've come down from Minnesota. So I said, okay, let's go get some shiners. Went and got shiners. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, everything was fine. Guess what? Eric threw out there with a shiner. I'm messing around the boat. He catches one 10 1/4. A 10 1/4 pounder on the shiner. And he said, Roland, he said, that's it. Let's go home. Let's take pictures. And sure enough, I took all sorts of pictures. And I don't have the pictures to show you because they're on the phone right now and I'm using the iPhone. But anyway, it was really, really a great deal. Oh, by the way, that was kind of what's happening right now. Look at this boat. Look at this boat. This is my new Z21, and it's all so clean. Look at the clean, and one of the reasons why it's so clean, you know, I've been working with Booyah and this Mike Weiscarver out of Louisiana, and they make cleaning products that are so good. I clean my car, clean my boat, clean my house, clean my big barn. I clean everything with the Booyah product. It makes such a big difference when I'm filming, and when I'm driving down the road. And of course, I'm representing O'Reilly, and I'm representing a Bass Pro. And they want to see a good, clean boat. But almost every week, I'll try to pull up in front of an O'Reilly store or a Bass Pro Shop store, get with the general manager, take a couple pictures, just kind of a PR deal. I'm an ambassador to the sport of fishing, and that's why I have such a nice, pretty boat. Okay, I got a couple nice, pretty boats. But that's one of the things. The other thing about this boat that I really have to talk about, oh, before I go any farther, we haven't finished with the week yet. Last week, guess what happened? Last week, my little grandson, he graduates from kindergarten. So I went to the kindergarten graduation, and then that afternoon, my granddaughter Hilary, who's my son Scott's oldest daughter, and he's also signed up. She just graduated from high school in Clewiston, and she's already been accepted to the University of Alabama, and she's going to be fishing on the Alabama fishing team along with about 50 other fishermen. There's 3 girls on the Alabama fishing team, and Hilary Martin will be one of them. And so I'm so proud of Hilary. In fact, we're going to be getting together this next couple of days, and we're going to do some more film work, probably over Headwaters, probably on the Frog. Anyway, she's just a great young fisherman, so I'm so happy with all these grandchildren all growing up and graduating from different schools. And It's really quite a deal. Okay, this boat. The big deal about this boat is right here. Look at this thing. Look at this trolling motor. This is the new Move trolling motor by Power Pole. Okay, let me just tell you. First of all, look how easy it is to deploy. One hand. It's 35% lighter. Look at this. It's just so easy. And watch it also moves automatically to deploy. Okay, so 35% lighter. Just really light, really light. Okay, now that's one thing. Let's get started. On this control button that operates this trolling motor, it also has a power pole deal. See, because it's part of power pole. So I hit the up button on power pole. Look at the power pole. I hit these buttons. Okay, the power pole's up. Okay, now let's steer the trolling motor. I can come around to the right hand turn. Watch the trolling motor move. I'm going to hit this power. Now the power's on 10. Right now it's on 10, but look, I can go up higher with it. Watch it. Go higher. Look how fast it goes now. Now it goes really fast. It really goes fast. I mean, and not only that, I just want to show you something. I want to just show you how fast it goes. It not only tells me the speed, it also tells me the speed. It's going wide open now. It's just the fastest thing. It's 130 pounds of thrust, this trolling motor. Look how fast we're going. We're just zooming along, just unbelievably fast. It's just a fantastically fast boat. And it's just going like crazy. And so, now, also it has reverse. Watch this. It's going in reverse. I hit reverse right here. It's the only trolling motor, a foot control trolling motor on the market that has reverse. Watch it, it's got reverse. I'm just hitting reverse. Okay? Now I hit forward again. Okay, and I hit forward. And watch this, forward. I'm going to hit forward. And watch this, forward. It goes all by itself now. That's just a forward motion. I can steer it. I can go left. Now, that's just with this foot pedal right here. Now let's just turn this off, okay? It's also got a foot pedal right here. Now this foot pedal right here does everything else that you want it to do. For example, I can go with it like this, left, right. I can steer it. Okay, I'm going to come back down the speed. I'm going to go to about half speed, or to about 10. Now, another thing that it has, that these motors have, is spot lock. Now spot lock is so important because say I'm throwing down the bank and boom, right over by those lily pads, I catch a fish. What I do, I hit spot lock right here, and I'll just go spot lock right here, that anchor button, right? Boom, hit spot lock, and watch. It holds, automatically it holds the boat. The spot lock holds this trolling motor exactly in position. And because it's a GPS signal, and it holds it just perfect, okay? So now I can go get another lure, I can go net a fish, I can go piddle around with bait, I can do whatever I want to do because this boat is stationary. That spot lock is invaluable, and I use them all the time, particularly as a guide. I'm tending rods, I'm baiting up hooks all the time, I'm helping customers with backlashes and helping them cast, and I'm directing them stuff. I'm all around the boat. And so by having spot lock, I can stop the boat just like this and keep going. Okay, so let's, all I have to do to get out of spot lock is to hit the foot pedal or hit this button. So I have two ways to control it. I have this beautiful button here that has all the features of spot lock, left and right, all the power poles and everything else. And then of course I have on the foot pedal itself, and this is also it's a Bluetooth foot pedal. See, here's the nice thing about this whole deal. There are no cables. This is just a wire. There's no bulky cables. Most trolling motors have a big, giant, bulky cable system. And so when you go to pull it up, now watch the trolling motor turn. The very head of it will turn and come to deploy it, right? It's just flat back, perfect. See, it's just in position 100%. Okay, and also it has, you notice the depth finder quit working? That's because there's a transducer. That transducer on the trolling motor, so I can actually put the trolling motor down in the water, and it shows me the depth now. And back it'll come back on the screen again. There's the depth of 4.5, 5 feet, and it's down in the water about a foot, so it's a foot deeper. But the point is, I can see the fish now on the front depth finder, And I have a rear depth finder. Now, the advantage of having a transducer in the front and one in the back is I can work drop-offs better. For example, if I'm out on a lake and there's a creek channel or a point or some kind of a drop-off, I can get the front of the boat and I can see that this is either shallow or deeper, and the back is either shallow or deeper, so I know I'm on the drop-off, however it is, by seeing the two depth finders so they're 20 feet apart, or 21 feet apart. Anyway, this is really, really, really the best system I've never seen. It's 30%, 35% more powerful than any trolling motor on the market. It's also 35% lighter. It's got a titanium shaft. This is a titanium shaft. And watch how easy it is to pull up. Just pull it up, it pulls all automatically. It's just the slickest trolling motor I've ever seen in my life. It's a little bit more expensive, hey, but you get what you pay for. And in this case, you get the very best. So I'm super impressed. I'll be doing most of the rest of my film work now for the rest of the season out of this boat, as well as I'll be taking it to headwaters like I did just the other day on the maiden voyage with the trolling motor, and we caught that 10 1/4 pounder with Eric. So anyway, it's been an exciting week. I also got my big three-wheel tricycle already, and I'll have another story about how that thing is working, that electric e-bike. But anyway, I stay busy. I stay busy with my guiding. I'm so happy now that I'll be filming with Hilary, and all my filming is just right on track. The big bass are biting. Everything's great. So folks, I appreciate you watching. And hit that likes button, because I tell you what, people like O'Reilly's and people like Bass Pro, they all love these likes. These likes are just so important for everybody's concern. Anyway, I hope I taught you a few things, and I hope I showed you the finest trolling motor in the whole world. We'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching.